Oh, there you are, sweet baby angel, and here I am, pseudo to the eyeballs and ready for some dinner. Let's rehash. You want the trash? I got it all for you. Let's rehash the MAFS together. A sassy hole that only speaks the truth. Nobody gaslights you better. Hello, I'm Wilko, the guy who rehashes reality, and welcome to Wilko Rehashed. Oh, I'm still a little bit flat, but we're going to get into dinner because we've definitely got to do that, and I'm going to try and do a live show tonight, so maybe there'll be a live episode, I'm not sure. Make sure you've given this video a thumbs up, commented below to feed the algorithm and my egorithm, and have you subscribed? That is a very important question because there are so many other series that are going to be popping up here at Wilko Rehashed. Also, just let me know what shows you're watching. All right, let's get into the dinner party episode. And we have to do a whip around first to see what all the love lab rats are doing in the maze at the Sky Suites.
You're giving me Dr. Evil vibes today. Do this.
Oh, he's
Is he the bald fella?
Do this.
Is he the bald guy? The Minions? You know the Minions fella?
What are you talking
The
about?
bald Minions fella.
No, it's Austin Powers.
Anyway, you look stunning. I love this
Appreciate it.
little unhealthy pea colour, isn't it?
Oh, not a compliment? Well, we know for 1,000,000,000% that Rupee is a straight man because no gay man in his right mind would sit there and go, oh, I love this pea colour number that you're wearing, Dal, unless they were throwing shade to be a little bitch. And I think Rupee is actually putting it out there as a compliment, and yet that's not how it comes across. Oh, I hope with this turtleneck thing that he's got going on, I hope he goes full villain tonight. We know that you put a turtleneck on when you decide to enter your villain era, which is weird because I feel like I entered my villain era a long time ago and yet still no turtleneck. But the neck is a bit thick. It's a bit thick. Maybe I should do it for the reunion. One of the reunion episodes, I'll pop on a turtleneck and I'll go full villain. That's different to baseball. Villain is different. Speaking of villains.
Do you think the things that we discussed at the final date were new things?
Bit of a reality check for me, I guess. I don't think there's any more clarity I can get. Even if we had a year's worth of time to speak about it, we would just continuously go around in circles. I'm really not sure where my head is at right now, but not where I thought it was going to be even a week ago.
Could you imagine a year's worth of I have a child? Could you could you imagine a year's worth of that, yet alone a lifetime? So even if you had a year, you couldn't figure out your issues. There's only like one big issue that I see at the moment, and that's that you think that you're the only person who has ever been a single parent of one child. And because Duncan doesn't have that, he can't be with you because he doesn't understand. And he also can't grasp that he can only have you every Wednesday, possibly Thursdays, and every second weekend. And maybe, Alyssa, and this is crazy because again, you know, I know nothing, but maybe you could work through your problems a little bit quicker and maybe it wouldn't take like even a whole year if you could just control yourself when any topic is being discussed.
There probably are people here tonight who think, let's just go under the radar, let's through the dinner and leave, but not a chance.
No such luck.
And please, pray tell 2 shillings, what are you gonna do about it? At the end of this episode, the next time you'll see them is at the reunion. Like, the experiment is done. Who are you holding accountable? The stylist who dresses you and all these things? Like, oh, here he is, there's a fashion guy.
How are we going?
What do you think?
It feels like someone's died in this room, walked into a funeral.
Did Duncan take you on the boat? Because he never takes anyone on the boat.
Okay, that's not true. The boat day was great until the last hour. Then it went
What, just
south.
seasick or?
Oh, you could say that. I was like ready to tell him like how I'm falling for him and I can't wait to see how things. He pretty much ripped our entire relationship apart.
Well, from my perspective, homestays are about having a lot of fun together, but also talking about concerns you have and the things that you want to like work through. If that's classified as ripping someone's heart out,
then so be it. So Dunks is now the one who has torn the relationship apart. Okay, all right. I want this. I want this so bad. I want everything that Alyssa's sister said on the Ask Me Anything Reddit thread to be absolutely true. Where is this Duncan? Oh, what's your secret? Is your secret that you're really a villain too? I would love it.
She has a hard time with feedback that she feels is not flattering or positive in her eyes.
You guys will get through it.
I don't know.
I've never heard you say that before.
I also don't know. I also love that Rampola is really coming for Alyssa because Rampola knows that she could treat Duncan better. Oh, wouldn't you love it? Wouldn't you love Duncan's secret? What's your secret? Wouldn't you love his secret be that him and Rampola are now together? Oh, that would be way better than Lyndall and Disney, Dad. Or Evelyn, you know, like, I just feel like I understand we have to make some mismatches for the drama. You know, I love the trash, mess, and drama. But this year, maybe because you didn't do this. We didn't see this on the screen, and because we didn't see it, the science didn't happen, and there's less chance for love. And the chance for love is very, very slim. Already very slim.
I let Rupert hit.
Translation, they had sex.
Yeah, I definitely
Thanks
think
for the translation.
it's more like me taking the lead.
Okay, you want him to take charge.
Yes. He's just a bit goofy.
Oh, there he is again. I don't think you're ever going to get, Evelyn, that whole like dom to your sub vibe with Rupee. I don't think it's going to happen. You can dress him up in a turtleneck all you want, but I don't think he's ever going to be like the bad boy that you're craving for.
Bronte just viciously attacked me, and Bronte's sister started shouting, "You're a gaslighting, narcissistic dickhead." Bronte didn't defend me, didn't even make sure I got home safe.
Oh, Mum didn't check on you to make sure you got home safe. She didn't send you a text going, "Have you gotten home safely?" You didn't text me to say that you got home safely. You left the house an hour ago. Why aren't you home yet? Could be a stretch, but let's make it. Why not? Because really trying to read into this relationship is fruitless, but let's play. Does Harry have mummy issues? Is that why he struggles to relate to any women? Because none of them will compare to Noni Boone. I agree. Kira was too much. Her whole like scripted thing with her and Bronte, that was very hard for me to swallow. Her observations, not wrong though. With Kira, I think it takes one to know one.
I don't want to listen to this. Can we talk about you guys? We're just going to have a girls' chat over there. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, we're just gonna go because everything that you're doing is not true. We've got to go. I feel like I've been trying to do the same thing with Harrison and Bronte's relationship at least for the last 20 episodes. Can we go? Can we go? I'm tired. Can we go and not focus on this anymore?
I didn't get any kisses or affection at all the whole time we were there.
What?
Not even in the morning. What about in the morning? I got one on my forehead before he left to go goose
So
shooting.
sexy.
Oh no, that just doesn't cut it. I'm sorry. No.
No, it doesn't cut it, Cam. You can't expect him to give you any affection when he's all hyped up to go goose shooting. Is goose shooting a euphemism or is he actually going out and shooting geese? Oh, sorry, I know the answer. I should not have. I've wasted everyone's time with that question. I guess the euphemism wouldn't be goose shooting. It would be like goose plucking. Either way, Lyndall is not getting a shot of anything or a good old pluck.
After you get a drink, can we talk?
Exactly.
He doesn't like being out of control.
Oh, can she
he
talk with us
loves it.
first?
What's more important, her husband or her friends?
Harrison, I'm not going to fight your wife.
I haven't spoken to my wife for the last 2 days. I'd like to talk to her
We
first.
can wait
That's
another
all right.
5 minutes.
Wow.
Bring her over. Look, just let her have a minute. She just got here.
Here's Harrison again with his mummy issues. He's the most important to his mummy, even though he has treated Bronte, his little substitute mum in the experiment, very poorly. I think I deserve to speak to my wife. I think I can't speak to my wife and make sure that she's sort of sticking with the narrative that we both agreed with. Okay. I think I deserve to speak to my wife. Sorry, that was too much emotion. I lost it at the end there. But I think until up at that point, it was actually quite good.
So I don't know whether Harrison is going to make it to final vows. Right now, he doesn't have a partner to stand opposite from.
Oh, that is some really good S-birding. We've definitely stepped it up this season, Long John. Oh, I don't know if Dirty Harry's actually going to make it. Oh, no fucking shit. Are you kidding? You don't think he'll make it? When did you get that feeling? Was it 27 episodes ago?
Perth was everything I hoped it would be. My sister ate him for breakfast, lunch and dinner. Oh, I definitely agreed with her.
He's already coming over.
Thanks.
5 more minutes. You've had time to talk to your boys. Let's just...
I just don't know why we can't do this in an open forum.
I kind of don't really want to right now.
You don't want to talk to your husband right now? Boys, I tried.
How the hell could I have started to fall for you? How?
Gender server.
Because he did such a good job the first time with Gina as server. Why wouldn't he come back and do it again? Oh, I'm obsessed. Also, excellent editing with the ding, 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 ding. Excellent. Yeah, because we were all questioning, Bronte, what do you want us to believe here? I don't believe that you've just suddenly woken up again for the 4th time with Harrison. I don't believe that. So what do you, like, you sitting there going, how? How did I, how? Well, because you kept doing the whole thing. Oh, he's a gaslighter. He's a manipulator. Actually, that's how I felt yesterday. No, he's the worst. No, ladies, he's the worst. You don't understand. I had my rose-colored glasses on. If I hear fucking rose-colored glasses out of her mouth one more time, I don't know if I'm going to buy anything that Bronte, Kira, or especially Dirty Harry is selling. I do love at the start of that, though. He was just like... like Harold from Neighbours, like, what? The manipulation's not working.
I'm done.
Me too. I'm done.
I would love to ask, Harrison and Bronte.
Why can't we talk about our homestead?
Oh.
Yeah, I've actually been looking forward to this conversation.
Such a condescending tone from my husband.
Okay, wow.
What I would actually love to know is why am I...
Hey guys! Here are the S-birds, and we know what they're going to drop. And it's not going to be advice or any actual S-burning. It's going to be a box of questions. We saw it in the promo, and they're going to be full of stuff written by producers just to create more problems, which generally I'm here for, but I don't care for a lot of these couples. So it's hard. There is a way that both Bronte and Harrison refer to each other as husband and wife, and it's just so cutting. Oh, my wife. So condescending from my husband. And we were so convinced it was love from the start.
Describe how you feel about me.
We can't get enough of each other in a way that it's like we just want to be around each other all the time. If you're getting a bubble tea, I'm coming with you, sort of thing.
They seem really happy and they deserve that.
Yeah, I just can't get enough of you.
Oh, that's cute. It feels like they don't want to say love on the telly. It feels like they want to keep that for themselves. That's smart, because I reckon they've probably told each other that they do love each other, but they're not going to share that with a producer because the producer's going to go, if you are going to say that you love each other, you need to do it on camera because I'm going to get that bonus. There absolutely is an I love you bonus for one of the producer handlers, you know?
Do you think I'm going to be enough for you long term?
1000% you're enough. I resent the question.
Are you falling in love with me?
That's an easy one. Am I falling in love with you? Yes.
Your turn.
All right. Do I live up to your expectations in a partner?
Yes, 100%. I think you're very caring, happy to listen to my rants. You communicate how you feel about me, so absolutely.
Are you falling in love with me?
Yes, I am.
Whoa.
Yeah.
We're falling, but we're not saying love. Yeah, we're not going to give that producer the bonus. Maybe there's 2 separate bonuses. You get half when they're falling in love and the other half when they say, I'm in love. Oh, that's cute. I know, I get it. I shouldn't buy into this show as much as I do, and yet I feel good watching Ollie and Tani actually enjoy each other's company and not try and be toxic pieces of shit.
Do you have any doubts or concerns about how I feel about you?
I feel like you have a very high expectation that you have voiced in the beginning. Yeah, sometimes I feel like I'm just not going to be good enough.
How confident are you that this relationship will last on the outside?
Off the back of the final date, I'm having a lot of doubts.
-1. -1 for me. We must be missing stuff because Alyssa just keeps flipping it back on Duncan as if he has crazy high expectations that Alyssa can never live up to, and she seems blindsided by any of the feelings that he shared on the boat about where their relationship's going. What show is she watching? Although that was like a whole, 25 seconds, 30 seconds of her not talking about her kid. Yeah, growth.
Describe how you feel about me.
I feel warmth. I feel close. I love how you make me feel when it's good.
When it's good.
Yeah.
Which is what? 56% of the time.
Even just then, I'm just describing some things about how I like about you. Just cut me down.
That's what she's good at. Oh, when it's good. Honestly, Alyssa could turn anything, any amazing compliment into a negative. She's just one of those people. Hey, Alyssa, you've won $1 million. Oh, well, do I have to pay tax on it? Or like, what? I won the $1 million? Is it in my account now? I don't know about this $1 million. I don't know. Do you know that I have a kid? Does that change the $1 million? I can't trust you. I can't trust that you will give me this $1 million because I have a child. Sorry, child. And he's pointing it out right now, and still I reckon she's not swallowing it. What you just did then seems to be the biggest problem to me in this relationship.
I think you've got amazing, wonderful traits. I've had an amazing connection with you from the start. How I feel about you, I could talk about it for days. But I'm also concerned with like literally what just happened. My biggest concern is things we haven't seen eye to eye on would continue to happen in the real world.
Like what?
Whether we both view bad situations the same way.
Be really specific, Duncan. I need you to be real specific here. Be real specific. Stop like talking very high level. You need to be real specific.
Like be real specific with mummy, okay? You know, mummy needs to hear. You got to be real specific to me, okay? Because if you don't use your words, how is mummy meant to know? You're at a big table, and I think he's trying. I think Duncan is trying his best not to set you off. And you're doing your best to make sure that he says something that you can latch onto and make it a huge thing, and Duncan is the fall guy for it. Am I close?
Nobody at the table knows what you're talking about unless you're really specific.
Okay. The health of a healthy relationship. The last month was really hard and challenging, hoping that that is on us being inside of the experiment.
And what if it's not?
Then that's not a good, healthy relationship.
And what if it's not? Well, it's not. It's not gonna change. It's just gonna get worse. There's no win. There doesn't seem any joy here. I know, again, it's highly edited, but all we're hearing really is Duncan trying to communicate, and when he does, he gets sort of picked apart for it. It's wild.
Free question, ask me anything you want.
What do you think I need to improve on to make this better?
I think understanding where I've been and where I'm coming from, just put yourself in my shoes for once.
Okay.
For once?
I don't even know what my expectations are. Dating as a single mother, try to see where I'm coming from. It just kind of made me feel I was never going to be enough for him.
Delusion by Alyssa. What has he done? Honestly, I cannot wait for the reunion. I need to see Duncan's secret. What's your secret? I need to see him as this villain that you are painting him as. He has said nothing that we've seen that you're not enough. He is happy to support you as a single parent. He wants to be a part of your life. You live less than 20 minutes away from each other. He is happy to bend, and it's not enough. Also, Alyssa, have you ever put yourself in someone else's shoes? It feels like you want everyone to be like seeing from your perspective, but you refuse to see it from anyone else's perspective.
Have your feelings changed for me since day one?
Yeah. I think day one was pretty hot and heavy for both of us, not in a good way. I feel a vulnerability between both of us.
Do you feel sexual chemistry with me?
Yes.
Rating out of 10. What is your favourite thing about me and your least favourite?
You have a kind heart. And the least favourite, you sometimes say the wrong things.
Sometimes? or a lot? We can just wind the tape back a little bit to the, oh, look at this beautiful piss dress that you have.
Typically, I am just talking smack with everyone, and
Rupert, you're meeting my mother.
But I feel like exactly if you knew me enough, you would know that I would 100% respect your mum enough to not say the wrong thing.
Really?
But you did.
Quick, Rupee, blame the chili. It was the chili. The food was too spicy. He can't handle it. He was cooking under there. Normally, he wouldn't say crazy things like he did at the dinner.
Do you believe I've put in enough effort throughout this experiment?
No, I don't think that's enough effort.
But if you go into the experiment and the woman shows no interest in you...
I don't think I showed no interest. I've chosen to stay time and time again.
All right.
I don't know what the hell that was. I feel like he's just never going to believe me. That's now a you problem.
I reckon Evelyn really gave him a lot of room to try and be himself. She didn't, not that we saw, she didn't criticize him for, not being able to speak, but she kept saying, you got to speak. I don't know, if she didn't like you, why would she end up following through on that? How did she put it? Hit it. Why would she hit you, Rupee?
How attracted do you think I am to you?
I think that you've said that sometimes you are attracted to me. If you're only sometimes attracted to me...
Rupert, I've had sex with you. Next question.
Question was to me, it wasn't what you think. It doesn't necessarily mean that you are attracted to someone, I could just be a piece of meat to her.
That's it from us.
Well, generally, when someone's a piece of meat, it means that you are into them, so much so that you're just treating them as a piece of meat and any of their personality is no good. So she's at least attracted to some part of you. Rupee, I don't know. Is it the turtleneck that is making him act this way? Or is it just Rupee? I don't understand this relationship. I don't fully get what Rupee's trying to, what kind of validation he's trying to get from Evelyn. He clearly does not believe that she is there for the right reasons. And she might not be, along with Harrison and Bronte. Maybe she's just a plant.
Do you think I'll fit into your life back home?
I don't know if you'll fit into my life in the NT. Doesn't mean that you can't fit into parts of my lifestyle.
Yeah, I don't know if you'll fit, but maybe if you stay home and cook dinner and, have the kids and stuff, maybe that's where you'll fit. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. And with my friends and anything fun, I don't know about that.
On our final date, you're kind of saying, I don't think I'm the right person for you.
I don't think I am. I think you need someone to show you all this affection. They would just give you the reassurance. I am who I am. I think I have been pretty good throughout this whole experiment.
Who I am. Oh, a little bit of self-praise. I actually think I've been pretty good during this whole thing, actually. I think I've, pretty much fucking nailed it. What? My wife? No, I didn't stick with her. But other than that, I've actually really nailed it. Here's where I can agree with Cam. I don't think Lyndall and Cam are meant to be together. I think Lyndall needs somebody who likes her. Crazy talk, I know. And Cam does not like her. He doesn't dislike her as a person, but he doesn't like her. And there's the problem. It did really shift, though, from Mummy's visit.
For a while there, it was kind of, we were talking about the remote work as if that was the thing that was going to break. Yeah, it's absolutely facts. The affection's gone, the reassurance isn't there.
I don't think the reassurance isn't there. I gave you reassurance when we were at the shed.
He doesn't mean it. No.
And that's when I was crying.
That is complete bullshit. You want me to be this all affectionate and I just don't feel like I'm the right person.
Because I didn't get a kiss the entire time we were on home.
Bullshit, because I went to lean in for a kiss and you pulled your head away after we had that argument.
Okay, well, there's your issue. Just like Cam, you didn't want to hug her when you were a bit angry at her. Maybe she doesn't want to kiss you after she said, why don't we kiss? And then you created this big argument over this no kiss, and then you go in for a kiss. No one wants that then. Yeah, I gave you a bit of reassurance. At the shed, that time at the shed, I gave you a bit of reassurance. That one time at the shed. Do you not remember that? Well, I said it, and if you don't feel reassured after that one time in the shed, what is a boy to do?
I wouldn't say I'm not ready for a relationship. I just think, I love Lyndall as a person, but I'm just not going down that path of falling in love.
Wow.
That's where I'm at.
Oh. That's where I'm at.
I hadn't heard that he didn't see himself falling for me before. You're gonna have to excuse me for a second.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm okay. I just need a minute.
Do you need backup? I'm used to that.
I don't need backup with you. Ever. Condescending asshole.
I still don't believe that Bronte is broken up about this. It feels very planned. Anyway, all right, so Lyndall has done a bit of a storm off and Bronte's chasing her for a change. That's interesting. And Cam, even through all of this and having a conversation which affects the future of the relationship, he is still shoveling food in his face like you wouldn't believe. Yeah, that it speaks volumes.
At this time, I'm not going down that path of falling in love, but I haven't shut the gates.
I feel like there's a confusion feels like
Gates
you're
are open.
speaking in quite absolutes and finalities, but then it also
All
feels
the
like
time.
you're leaving that door open a little bit for the chance.
If she wanted to come to an NT, would
boys are
you
grilling.
be open to that?
The moving to Darwin part is not an issue. She could live in New Zealand or Bali. That doesn't change the fact of I'm still going to be at remote.
It doesn't matter where she lives, she's not with me, and that's the main point. I get it, you work remote. We've heard it a couple of times. Not as much as Alyssa having a child, but we have heard the whole remote thing a lot, and I don't believe that it is the reason that is bringing your relationship to a halt. I think you aren't into Lyndall, and whether your mum helped you realize that or she just echoed something that you already felt, that's where we are. And I think a long time ago, and my biggest issue with Cam is that a long time ago, I think you could have just said, I don't think this is here. I think you're fine as like a casual friends with benefits sitch. If you'd done that ages ago and then you both wrote leave, great. I don't think Linda wants to stay there and waste time. She's got her eye on Disney, Dad. Oh, lucky him. It's really hard to do with a hit cold.
Is this the girl for you? Like, speak candidly.
Yes.
After the homestays, no.
Say that to Lyndall then. Sounds like she hasn't heard that directly. Maybe you should go and speak to her now.
I'm sorry, this is not okay. Murder. Cam,
Yes,
you are
why
such
him?
an asshole.
Really?
Strung her along this whole entire time, and for her to hear this in front of everyone is a low blow.
Is it? That's no good.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Don't trip on your way out.
Oh, that's gross. Evelyn's not wrong. You've strung her along this entire time. I was saying it 5 seconds ago, and you could have just said, I'm actually not into you. And now you're being all defensive with your bullshit toxic mask garbage. It's funny to watch, but it's dickhead behavior. Is it? Oh, that's no good. Oh, shit. That man is... He's pretty cold on the inside, isn't he?
God, I want to throw my drink in his face.
I just don't think that she's ready to be in a relationship with me.
Are you kidding? You weren't even crying. You just had something in your eye.
Yeah.
Good cover story, Mel. Good. You weren't even crying. Shh. The cover. No, you weren't even crying. There's something in your eye. It's a very dusty warehouse here. Very few people cry here. Please, Evelyn. Glass him, not smash. They're plastic anyway now. They can't do it anymore. But just chuck some wine on him. I think it'd be good. It'd be cathartic for all of us. Wine him.
How do you feel about me right now?
Right now, in this present moment, I feel like you're my Leighton. But I just don't have that like free-flowing conversation where it's like normal chat becomes disagreement somehow.
Are you falling in love with me?
Already there.
Damn, that's big.
Yeah, but it's like, if you can't speak to someone, are you really?
I knew you were going to do this.
Far out.
Is that not a relevant question?
I do love Leighton, but I guess because I have things that aren't 100%, it's just not good enough for Leighton.
Leighton is extremely analytical, and I have to agree with Mel a little bit here. Oh, I know, pains me considering the crazy arguments that have blown up and the lack of listening that she does. But Leighton, not everything has to be perfect for love feelings to be involved. You can feel love for someone and still have a lot of reservations. Happens quite a lot. Yeah. Like The Notebook, passion, arguing, lack of communication. Still lots of love. But maybe Jonah from The Notebook, Ryan Gosling, maybe he never left a cupboard door open and that's why they eventually made it work. Spoiler alert. I'm going to say it before the spoil, yeah.
How are you falling in love with me if we can't communicate? On the other hand, to hear that this person's in love with you, I think you have to question it. You want to make sure that if someone's saying something like that, they really mean it.
This is a robot sitting next to me, guys. I'm not asking him anything.
He's a little bit robotic. Look, I agree with all the latent stuff. I can see both sides in this particular argument, but generally Mel takes it to 1,000 and it's impossible to try and get through anything. And the whole cupboard door sitch, that was passive-aggressive at its finest. She did that deliberately to start an argument and then went, what? I barely said it with any tone. It doesn't matter. You said it deliberately to start a blue. So don't, well, you're smart enough to know what you're doing. But here, Leighton is, listening to the inner saboteur, as RuPaul would say. You're just trying to blow it up now because I think you both know, and didn't you agree at the dinner that it's not going to work?
What is the one thing you like best about me?
I love that you are unapologetically yourself. And that makes me feel like I can be unapologetically myself too.
How could I have been a better partner to you over the last couple of months?
Taking on board that we are very different and that's okay, and trying to be more understanding with that.
Are you falling in love with me?
I'm not there yet. I can't say I'm in love with Mel. And that's not a bad thing because for me, that's a really big word.
No one's pressuring you to say that you're in love. But also, don't throw someone's feelings back in their face. That's a shitty thing to do. I don't think Mel is sitting there saying things just for shits and giggles. The emotion that she showed during that whole Harrison moving in and all that shit, I feel like her emotions are genuine. And maybe Leighton struggles with reading emotion and also projecting it. When I said maybe, I mean he absolutely does.
Logical, emotional, I get it.
You guys will never get it. And I really feel like tonight is endgame for us.
Endgame as in Thanos endgame? End? It's the end? Or will love win?
Everyone just wants this showdown.
Showdown? I don't see why it needs to be a showdown, but anyway.
I don't see why we need to watch it.
Disrespectful.
My turn to talk.
You're just asking the questions.
Do you have any regrets about how you've been in this relationship?
I don't know if I'd use the word regret. I regret that I didn't do a better job of cleaning my act up before I came into this experiment.
Do you feel you've gotten to know the real me?
Yes.
What is your favourite thing about me?
Hold on. Do you not think that I've gotten to know?
This is my turn to ask questions.
My favourite thing about you, there is a really spontaneous side to you that I saw glimmers of.
Okay, so Bronte is very spontaneous. And I disagree. Again, highly edited. Maybe she is. I don't know. If she was more spontaneous, I think she'd be better at the improv needed to sort of veer from the script. And I have not seen that kind of skill. Anyway, the fake smile that Harrison puts on as he's trying to emote some sort of happiness, like he's reflecting on a good time, is really good.
My least favourite thing about you is that you are willing to talk negatively about your partner to other people.
How could I have been a better partner to you?
There's 2 deal breakers for me. I said, I don't want you to threaten to leave me again, and I don't want you to say negative things about me to other people. And then on homestays, you and your sister attacked me.
Oh, please.
No, Bronte.
She held you accountable.
You sat there in support while she attacked me. She called me very, very damaging things, and you supported that. And that was another betrayal.
I'll choose my family over you any day.
She said very, very negative things about me. She attacked me, and you didn't support me like a good mummy should. And you have crossed another one of my boundaries. No, Bronte. I have no comments. I don't care.
So things that Harrison said about you as well.
Oh no, I've never called Bronte a dickhead.
You make me feel crazy.
No, that's what you do to me.
Bronte, take a breath. You're okay?
You victim complex yourself all the time.
No, I don't think so, Bronte. I see a side of you that I don't approve of. Your behaviour is not becoming of someone I would want to be in a long-term relationship with.
Your behaviour is not becoming of someone I'd like to share public transport with. What? Get a mirror and look at yourself. You still won't see shit. You're the type of person who sits there and goes, oh, these are all the things wrong with everybody else, but you haven't once looked inside. I cannot. I said I wasn't going to comment and then I started commenting, so just play it.
Why do you think when we're good together, we're great, and when we're bad, we're really bad?
Well, you've never
Can't
been great
really
together.
answer that question. I don't believe that it was genuine for you.
Right.
Honestly, I have never, ever met anybody like you.
Thank you.
I mean that in the worst way possible. You honestly think that everybody else is the problem.
Don't tell me what I think, Bronte.
No, let me talk. For once, just let me talk.
There also has to be a line drawn between telling someone else how they think.
Bro, seriously,
Sorry, excuse me, I'm talking.
Bronte's turn to answer the questions.
Do we have any comment? It's all very Summer Bay-esque still, this whole thing. But they're really amping it up.
So you need to just respectfully chill the out, hear me, and actually listen and read the freaking room.
Do you want to go to the next question, or are you done?
I'm done with you. I'm done with this man. We're done. We're over. And I honestly don't want to see you again.
We're over, and I don't want to see you again, but I could be back. I don't know. Send me a text.
No one believes that you're over. We've heard this many times. I don't believe it. It's all very boring now. And I think that's the end of the episode. So I think we're going to wrap this one up because I need to have a little rest before we do the live show. That's it. Like, subscribe, and kiss this fucking season goodbye. Mwah.